圆觉经 the complete enlightenment. Thank you. The Buddha Sutra, the Buddha Sutra of the Sutra of complete enlightenment. I have to mute here. I'm going to read now, if you want to chat, we can chat after I reading this. Okay? Well, this is English version. Let me try to read it. This is very long. The Sutra of Complete Enlightenment. This is chapter 3rd. 12 chapters. So let's start. Bodhisattva of Universal Vision. Then the Bodhisattva of Universal Vision rose from his seat in the midst of the assembly, prostrated himself at the feet of the Buddha, circled the Buddha 3 times to the right, knelt down, joined his palms, and said, O World Owner One of the Great Compassion, for the sake of a multitude of Bodhisattvas in this assembly and all sentient beings in the Dharma ending age, please expound on the gradual stages of the Bodhisattva's practice. In methods should one devise to guide unenlightened sentient beings, to universally enable them to reach enlightenment. World Owner One, if these sentient beings do not have the correct expedient methods and contemplation, they will be confused when they hear you expound this samadhi, in which all is seen to be an illusion, and will be unable to awaken to complete enlightenment. Would you be compassionate enough to expound the provisional expedient methods for our benefit and for sentient beings in the Dharma ending age? Having said these words, he prostrated himself on the ground. He made the same request 3 times, each time repeating the same procedure. At that time, the World Owner One said to the Bodhisattva of Universal Vision, Excellent, man. For the benefit of the multitude of Bodhisattvas and the sentient beings in the Dharma ending age, you have asked the Tathagata about the gradual stages of cultivation, what contemplation one should abide in and uphold, as well as the various expedient methods one should use. Listen attentively now. I shall explain them to you. Hearing this, the Bodhisattva of Universal Vision was filled with joy and listened silently along with the assembly. Virtuous men, newly initiated Bodhisattvas, and sentient beings in the Dharma ending age, seeking the Tathagata's pure mind of complete enlightenment, should hold the right thought of separating from myriad illusions. First, they should rely on the samatha practice of the Tathagatas and strictly observe the precepts. They should recite peacefully among an assembly of practitioners and sit in meditation in a quiet room. They should always be mindful that the body is a union of the 4 elements, things such as hair, nails, teeth, skin, flesh, tendons, bones, marrow, and brain all belongs to the element of earth. Spittle, mucus, pus, blood, saliva, sweat, phlegm, tears, semen, urina, and excrement all belong to the element of water. Warmth belongs to the element of fire. Motion belongs to the element of wind. When the four elements are separated from one another, where is this illusory body? Thus one knows that the physical body ultimately has no substance and owes its appearance to the union of the four elements. In reality, it is not different from an illusory action. Due to the provisional union of the four conditions of vision, hearing, perception, and awareness, the illusory six sense faculties come to exist. The inward and outward combination of the six sense faculties and the four elements of earth, water, fire, and wind gives rise to the illusory existence of conditioned energy. In this process, there seems to be something which is cognizant. This is provisionally called mind. Virtuous man. This illusory mind cannot exist without the six sense objects of sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, thought. When the four elements disperse, the six sense objects cannot be found. Once the elements and the sense objects disperse and are extinguished, ultimately there's no cognizant mind to be seen. Virtuous man. When the illusory bodies of sentient beings become extinguished, the illusory minds also become extinguished. When the illusory minds become extinguished, the illusory sense objects also become extinguished. When the illusory sense objects become extinguished, the illusory extinguishing also becomes extinguished. When the illusory extinguishing becomes extinguished, that which is not illusory is not extinguished. It is like polishing a mirror. When the defilements are wiped off, brightness appears. Virtuous man, you should know that both body and the mind are illusory defilements. When these appearances of defilement are permanently extinguished, purity will pervade all 10 directions. Virtuous man, for instance, the pure money jewel reflects the five colors as they appear before it. Yet the ignorant see the money as actually possessing the five colors. Virtuous man, although the pure nature of complete enlightenment likewise manifests as body and mind, people respond in accordance with their capacities. Yet the ignorant speak of the pure, complete enlightenment as having intrinsic characteristics of body and mind. For this reason, they are unable to depart from illusion. Therefore, I say that body and mind are illusory defilements. It is in terms of separating from illusory defilements that bodhisattvas are defined. When defilements are thoroughly removed, their corresponding cognition is completely eliminated. Since there's nothing corresponding to defilement, there's also no one there to designate. Virtuous men, if bodhisattvas as well as sentient beings in the Dharma ending age realize the awakening of the extinction of illusory appearances, at that time unlimited purity and infinite emptiness will be revealed and manifested in their enlightenment. But because the enlightenment is complete and illuminating, it reveals the mind in its purity. Because the mind is pure, objects of vision are pure. Because vision, mind is, because vision is pure, the eye faculty is pure. Because that faculty is pure, the visual consciousness is pure. Because the consciousness is pure, hearing is pure. Because hearing is pure, the faculty of hearing is pure. Because that faculty is pure, the consciousness is pure. Because the consciousness is pure, perception is pure. The same holds true for nose, tongue, body, and mind. Virtuous man, because these sense faculties are pure, the objects of sight are pure. Because the objects of sight are pure, the objects of sound are pure. The same holds in the cases of smell, taste, touch, and thought. Virtuous man, because the six sense objects are pure, the earth element is pure. Because the earth element is pure, the water element is pure. The same holds for the element of fire and the wind. Virtuous man, because the four elements are pure, the 12 entrances, the 18 realms, the 25 existences are pure. Because these are pure, the 10 powers, the four kinds of fearlessness, the four unhindered wisdoms, the 18 exclusive attributes of the Buddha, and the 37 aids to enlightenment are all pure. The same holds for the purity of everything, all the way up to the 84,000 Dharani doors. Virtuous man, because the nature of absolute reality is pure, one's body is pure. Because one's body is pure, a multitude of bodies are pure. Because a multitude of bodies are pure, likewise, sensing beings in all 10 directions are completely enlightened and pure. Virtuous man, because one word is pure, a multitude of words are pure. Because a multitude of words are pure, all things completely exhausting empty space in the past, present, and future are impartially equal, pure, and unmoving. Virtuous man, since empty space is equal, identical, and unmoving as such, you should know that the nature of enlightenment is also equal, identical, and unmoving. Since the four elements are unmoving, you should know that the nature of enlightenment is also equal, identical, and unmoving. Since everything up to 84,000 Dharani doors are equal, identical, and unmoving, you should know that the nature of enlightenment is also equal, identical, and unmoving. Virtuous man, as the nature of enlightenment is being perfect and boundless, you should know that the six sense faculties also fully pervade the Dhamahadu. Because the sense faculties are pervasive and full, you should know that the six sense objects also fully pervade the Dhamma. Four elements also fully pervade the Dhammadhu. So it is with everything up to all the Dharani doors, which also pervade the Dhammahatu. Virtuous man, because the nature of wondrous enlightenment pervades everything fully, the nature of the sense faculties and the sense objects is indestructible and clear. Because the sense faculties and sense objects are destructible, everything up to all the Dharani doors is indestructible and clear. It is like hundreds of thousands of lamps illuminating a room. Their illumination pervades fully and is indestructible and clear. Virtuous man, since his enlightenment is fully accomplished, you should know that a bodhisattva neither is bound by dharmas nor seek to be free from dharmas. He neither detests birth and death nor clings to nirvana, neither reveres those who uphold the precepts, nor condemns those who violate them, neither esteems experienced practitioners nor slights beginners. Why? Because all sensing beings are enlightened. It is like clear vision that is completely aware of what is in front. When this clarity is perfect, it has no lacks or dislikes. Why? Because the essence of this clarity is non-dual, and the end itself has no lacks or dislikes. Virtuous men, these bodhisattvas and sentient beings in the Dharma ending age, who have gained accomplishment through cultivating the mind, have neither cultivated nor accomplished anything. Complete enlightenment is universally illuminating, quite ancient extinction without a duality. Hundreds of thousands of millions of asakyas of Buddha words as innumerable as grains of sand of the Ganges are like flowers in the sky, randomly arising and perishing. They are neither identical to nor separate from the nature of complete enlightenment. Since there's no bondage or liberation, one begins to realize that beings have intrinsically accomplished Buddhahood, and that birth and death and nirvana are like yesterday's dream. Virtuous men. Because birth and death and nirvana are like yesterday's dream, you should know that they neither arise nor perish, neither come nor go. That which is actualized is neither gained nor lost, neither grasped or discarded. One who truly actualizes enlightenment does not contrive, stop, allow things to be as they are, nor annihilate. In the midst of the actualization, there's neither a subject nor an object. Ultimately, there's neither actualization nor one who actualizes. The nature of all dharmas is equal and indestructible. Virtuous men, Bodhisattva should thus practice, thus progress through these gradual stages, thus contemplate, thus abide in and uphold, thus use expedient methods and thus become enlightened. In seeking this Dharma, they will not be confused and perplexed. At that time, the world owner one wishing to clarify his meaning proclaimed these gathas. Universal vision. You should know that the minds and bodies of all sentient beings are illusory. The body is the union of the four elements. The nature of a mind is reducible to the six sensory objects. When the four elements are separated from one another, who is the unifier? If one practices gradual cultivation like this, all will be pure. The nature of complete enlightenment is unmoving and pervades the Dhammahadu. There's no contrivance, stopping, allowing things to be as they are, annihilation, nor is there one who actualizes enlightenment. All Buddha words are like flowers in the sky. Past, present, and future are all impartially equal. Ultimately, there's no coming nor going. The newly initiated bodhisattvas and sentient beings in the Dharma ending age, in their quest to enter the Buddha path, should thus cultivate themselves. And ending of the third chapter. Thank you. Thanks everybody. Friends, if you have interest in Sutra, yeah, keep reading it. The Sutra has the power. Okay. That's great, Tony, if you fall asleep, you know. I try many times when I read Sutra, I try to sleep. Or listen to Sutra, I try to sleep. It doesn't help me sleep. I just in nature I don't like sleep. That's my problem too. I know a lot of people right now have this problem. Very difficult to fall asleep. No, I will stay here for a while for talk. If people wanna have a chat, yes, we can have a talk. So how are you doing, Tony? How I can see you from here, you know? I don't know how to set this. Let me see, huh? So you can talk. Let me try, huh? Let me try. Actually I read too loudly and not smooth. How I set as you as the modulator? I read this also many times in Chinese, but some people, I think they don't understand Chinese, so I'm trying to to read in English, though it's very difficult for me. What's your plan today? Hi, dear friends there who just come. This is about Sutra reading. If you have interest in Buddha's culture, you know, Sutra, yeah, you can come here to check from time to time. Well, what I was reading is the Yuanjue Jing, Complete Enlightenment. The Sutra of Complete Enlightenment is help you how to understand this world. You know, they think the Buddha's teaching think everything is like illusory projection, and most of the people so say we are ignorant. We don't know this world. We don't see the reality. If you have interest to check here, yeah. What is modulator? I don't know. I just try you. You can talk. I don't know. I see there's a option modulator like you can manage, right? I thought you can talk to. Maybe not, huh? Then we'll change it. I don't know. I just, huh? I gotta try it. Maybe you don't know too. I don't know too. Hey, Sumeya, how are you doing? I'm very happy to see you here again. I know it's your 10 p.m. in the night time. I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you. You want me try to set you as modulator? I don't know. Maybe I read later. Then I try. I see. Actually, I want to see the friends from this channel and hear from them. That's weird. Huh? Okay, let me try to understand how to use this live stream better. So, what's your plan, Tony, today in the daytime? Stay home. Oh my goodness! Thank you, Emma. Emma, I don't tell you my age, okay? I don't want to tell people my age. Just have a chat, then we can leave. Okay, I see we still have friends here. Maybe they have interest. Maybe they have interest in Buddha. Maybe they have interest in Thailand traveling. Okay, that's great. You go outside. That's great. Yeah, I read message here. I read message here. Huh? Sure, you should come. I can take you to some temples, see the natural landscape, and eat the Thai food. I try to be a good tour guide, though I'm not. Hey, Sumaya, I'm okay today, work day, but sometimes I feel very upset with my work. I know your work is half managing work. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Sure, thank you, Tony. You are so nice. I remember you 14 years old, right? Sumaya. My purpose is try to talk to the person and do the, you know, sutra reading if you have interest. Yeah, I see. I got it. Because you told me 10 years after you come to here and you said that 24 years. That surprised me. Hey friends who just come here, this is about Buddha Sutra reading. And I'm chatting with some friends here. If you want to tell me something about Buddha's teaching, what's Buddha's culture and how you understand Buddha's teaching, that would be great. To me, I learned a lot from the Buddhism things. How to realize the mind is illusory, what is the body, like the mirror, then everybody actually live in the ignorance. And the purpose of life is get rid of the ignorance to know the reality. What about Sutra? So I was reading if you see the name of the book, I printed, it's called Complete Enlightenment Sutra. What is telling? Oh, this Buddha Sutra is telling is you have to get rid of the illusion. How to know the reality. And what is body, what is mind, where it come from, and sometimes it tell about the death and birth. Buddha, he never say he's a god, but he's a person. He was born in an emperor family, and then he realized there's the suffering for everybody. He want to get rid of the suffering, and he went to meet a lot of great teachers, but he still not get the liberation from the suffering, from the pains. Then he went to the Himalaya to stay there 7 years to practice what you say, all kinds of things, but still not realize what is life and why people die, why there are so many sufferings. So he meditated one day and he told himself he will never rose from the tree, from under the tree. He said if he does not liberate himself from the illusions, he would rather die. Then in one morning time, when he suddenly saw the star, he realized something. He think to himself, everything is correlated, everything is dependent on each other, and the nature of things is empathy. I think that's what he is teaching. And he said the first thing he want to teach people is about how to end the suffering. how people can talk here. I wanna check. I wanna check later how I will tell you how to do it. Let me check on the on the Google how the audience on the channel can talk to. I will I will let you know. Okay, next time. But this time I don't know how to. I wanna see everybody here too and listen to them. Hi, dear friends there. I see you may be Arab. That language looks like, yeah, you're from that region. That's great, Tony. That's great. If you can let me know. Yeah, I know young man is very good at these things. Me, it took me 1 hour to understand how to make the live stream, to set up everything. How is my wife? She's good. She's peaceful mind. She's easy for sleep. She's happy. Hey, dear Korea friends there. Well, we got friends all over the parts of the world, right? What is important of knowing Sutra? Well, they have so many things. But there's an example that Buddha said, what is the importance of a sutra, right? You to get rid of ignorance, that's the importance. Like the flower in the sky, the people who is like ailed, they see illusory flower in the sky. That's right. 我承认阿里是安拉的守护者. Correct. We don't compare between the religions. Each people who has their own religion, either Christian, Buddhism, Islamist, is fine. Everybody have their own religion. We do not need compare. But you can tell me what you know. Deck invite a co-streamer invite. Oh, I see. Let me see, huh? I see. I saw that option in white. I'm checking, huh? Don't go. Maybe now cannot during the live stream. Maybe cannot, but I do see that that option. When I start, I can choose one as a co-worker. Maybe next time, okay? Maybe next time I do it. When I start, I invite somebody as a what is it? What you call? And invite a co-streamer. Yeah. Okay. I know I didn't, answer you well the importance of knowing sutra. This is really up to each body. To me, I get so many problems in my mind. I think everything I know before the conception, the experiences in the past, present, and in the future, might be wrong. I want to know what is the reality about the mind, the body, and where we come from and where maybe we go. And maybe everything is empty, like the physics, the way you call. Hey, what you call that physics? It's called what's 量子力学, quantum physics, right? Everything is empty. So maybe the person, the mind, just kind of energy. It made of the energy, but actually it's empty. But how we grasp the solid things, the grasping is the things, the pain, the sufferings, right? I'll do it. Maybe after this, I try again. I will invite you as the co-streamer, okay? We can end this 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, okay? I see there's still other friends here. Maybe they have interest in this. But anyway, if you have interest of the Buddha Sutra, we can read together. And I have a very, very big book. Let me get it. A very big book I got from Bangkok, hospital free. You know what is it? It's called Buddha Dharma. And how many pages? 1,500 pages. And written by this monk, one of the most well-known monk, right? So I'm trying to read it too not every day, from time to time, from introduction until how many chapters? This is too many. Huh? Part, introduction, part 1 until so many things, right? Part 2, so many parts. But I cannot explain here. Let's read it together if you have interest, okay? I will slowly read it. Maybe every time just 10 minutes about it. And some words are beautifully written. I cannot explain it in my own words because English is not my native language. It is made away. You see, for example, I read one sentence here. With ignorance as condition, volitional formations come to be. With volitional formations as condition, conscious comes to be. Beautiful, right? Okay, if you fall asleep, right? I try to fall asleep too during listening. That's fine. I want to say goodbye now, and I really appreciate everybody here that have interest in this reading. And see you next time. If you have suggestions, we can do it together. Okay. Anyway, I'm reading this myself, and we can read together. And let me try to know how to set up co-streamers. So some people want to talk here to share the ideas, the insight, understanding. We can do it together. Okay. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. We alone. See you next time. I know you're gonna share with us more lyrics, right? I remember that. Next time you share us more lyrics, I think you are a singer or composer. Okay? Bye-bye.